Alright, guys, we're here to watch some Tails Tube on Twitter, or rather X, I should say. Because I'm a big Sonic fan, I feel like this would be a fun little thing for me to do while I'm in between videos or while I wait for things to edit. So let's do that.
Welcome, everyone, to TailsTube, and a returning segment I like to call Between Two Hedgehogs.
Woo!
Welcome back a regular to the program, the hammer-swinging heroine, Amy Rose.
And I'm here too.
Great to be back, Tails.
Wait,
and
wait.
hailing from the far future, the psychokinetic
Aw.
protector, Silver the Hedgehog.
Nah,
Hello,
I'm the
everyone.
guest.
Oh, hi, Silver.
See, even Amy doesn't want you there.
Told me I was going to be on with Sonic.
No, I said this episode was going to be about Sonic.
Oh,
for us,
technicalities.
most of the time, he's the one constant in our lives.
No, I'm
That
certain
is
I heard
true.
you say, sly little.
Was there a scheduling mistake? I can come back.
No. I've got all the material.
No one likes you,
and
Silver.
you two. Plus, you're the time travel expert.
I don't know about expert.
It's no secret. Sonic's been a huge inspiration.
Wait, who's Silver's
for all
voice
of us.
actor?
He got me to
He sounds
believe in
familiar.
myself and to trust in my own unique abilities. We've been inseparable ever since.
Yeah, we got off on the wrong foot the first time we met. I was tracking down a villain using technology from the future.
Oh my god, that's fucking Kirito. Or Meliodas. Oh, how did I not recognize that instantly? Is that who always voiced him, or is that the new voice? Because I don't think I've heard him talk too much in recent years, now that I think about it. Huh. Sorry, that threw me for a fucking loop.
And we kinda sorta started fighting. We, tend to do that a lot.
Yeah, that's
All the hedgehogs love to fight. All the hedgehogs love to Dougie.
seems to be a trend with him.
Hang on. Why do I feel like we all met up prior to that?
It's not impossible. From my experience, time travel has a way of messing with things. History will settle back into a stable state, but paradoxes might linger. Like potholes in a road.
Ha! See? Expert! Called it!
Is this a
I mean, not really. You guys met in Marvel Rivals. Or not Marvel Rivals, fuck. Sonic Rivals. You guys met up in... I guess I'm trying to say pre-generations. You guys met up in Rivals. Like... Also, I love that there's a little froggy right there. That's fucking great. Future past. I don't know if that's the actual Mobian language from like the comics or not. Is that Little Planet? Where are they? But yeah, no, it's because technically speaking, Sonic 06, the difference between what happened in Sonic 06 and what usually happens with Silver is Silver goes back in time to try to fix the future. In Sonic 06, they blow out Solaris, so Solaris never even existed. In its true form, anyway. So there should be no memory of that from anybody. The future shouldn't even exist, really. I don't know, it's interesting. I'll give it that.
common problem? As far as I know, the only way to time travel is with time stones, and they're hidden away on Little Planet,
Weren't there special mechanisms that could do it too?
which are on Little Planet and are powered by the time.
But we know that's Boosh. Because you can use chaos control to go through time, because that's what Silver, Shadow, and Sonic did in 06. And I know they don't remember 06, but saying the only methods is with the time stones and the mechanisms on Little Planet is just not true. you can use chaos control to travel back in time if you and another person who can use chaos control use it at the same time. So that's just not even true. Unless you're trying to say Sonic 06 isn't canon, but these guys said everything is canon, which means that, yes, you can time travel with the Chaos Emeralds. And not to mention, they also fought the Time Eater, a being outside of time, so it's not very hard to estimate that you could use the Chaos Emeralds to manipulate time itself, including going back and forward from it. Maybe we'll talk about that here in a second. I might be jumping the gun a little bit, but yeah, the time stones and the mechanisms on Little Planet are not the only ways to time travel. Amy, get your shit together. You should know this.
Stones.
Ah, still salty about Sonic not being here?
Don't forget about the Time Eater. That thing erased time, swooping through
I can't take your voice seriously, Silver. I'm sorry. Every time he talks, I just hear Meliodas and fucking Kirito.
the timeline like a predator.
Yeah, but that isn't time travel. That's more traveling through time.
Isn't?
What are you talking about? The whole purpose of the Time Eater was to go back in time and undo Eggman's previous defeats or just consume those timelines. He absolutely can go through time. What are you talking about? Time travel and traveling through time are different, I guess. I think she's just trying to come up with an excuse to make her argument work. But no, Amy, that's not how that shit works. The Time Eater could go through time and erase time. It is a fourth dimensional being by all accounts.
Is that the same thing?
No, I see what she's getting at. It's a subtle distinction.
Besides, it was destroyed for good by Supersonic. Twice.
Using the Chaos Emeralds, which means that Supersonic can exist outside of space-time, which means, and just using 2 Chaos Emeralds is enough to travel through time, according to Sonic 06. So, having one person have all 7, they might be, if they're in a super form, they might be able to open a portal the same way the Time Eater can.
Silver, there's actually more ways than that. Apparently, the Phantom Ruby, when exposed to all 7 Chaos Emeralds, can warp reality so badly it can bend time. It's how the Sonic from the past came to the present to help in the war.
But you guys literally said that wasn't the Sonic from the past. You guys said it was Sonic from a different dimension.
Sonic? You're alive! Wait, what? Oh, you're that Sonic from another dimension, aren't you?
Yeah, he legit says you're the Sonic from the other dimension. So, no, Tails, your argument is still wrong. Because what that implies, based on the clip I just showed, is that Sonic's from another dimension, so the Phantom Ruby warped reality so bad it opened a dimensional rift, not a time-space rift. There's a difference. The Time Eater can open up time-space rifts. The Phantom Ruby can probably open up dimensional rifts. One controls reality, one can manipulate time.
If I never see the Phantom Ruby again, it'll be too soon.
Oh,
Okay,
fuck
but
you,
that's-
Silver. You were barely there for half of it.
Just an extraordinary circumstance.
Well, we've got another extraordinary circumstance right here. How do you travel through time, Silver?
Chaos control, probably.
I don't know.
Boo!
All I know is, every so often, a portal opens up and I can travel back in time.
That is insanely, like, dangerous for the timeline, because you're going back to make changes that you aren't even sure if it'll make a difference. Mephiles sent you to the past using what I would presume would be a form of chaos control, but Mephiles was at the very least was one of the halves of Solaris, so maybe it can manipulate time, similar to how Solaris can. This is stupid. On Silver's part. Oh, a portal opens up and I just walk through and change the past? Maybe it doesn't change the past. Maybe he was always meant to be there, but still.
Once I arrive, I have to figure out what's going on that I can change. I can't go back to my time until the problem's been solved.
Why is there a problem that needs solved, and who's opening these portals? I feel like that's a whole... You want to make a Silver game? There you go. There's your premise. Fuck off. I didn't ask you anything. Ugh. But no, legitimately though, like... This is stupid. Like, I'm sorry. This is dumb. Oh, a portal opens up, I step through it, and then I change the past, not knowing what needs changed. Like, Silver, you're damaging the timeline in such a manner that you don't even know what the consequences. Hell, your first time going back in time, you tried to kill Sonic, which would have ended up in a worse version of your future because Solaris would have been awakened if you succeeded. You want to know where my proof is for that? Mephiles kills Sonic, and that's exactly what happens.
If I ignore the portal in my time, whatever went wrong in the past starts ruining the future.
I stand corrected. Hey, at least he's smart enough to be like, I'm going to ignore this portal, and then it just starts ruining shit, which... That begs the question, unless something is traveling to the past to cause these issues, why is it ruining your future when something in the past that already happened is happening? Unless we're trying to say the past, present, and future all take place simultaneously, or at the very least the future and present take place simultaneously. So whatever impact the past is dealing with directly affects the future. Otherwise, this should already happen, unless, like I said before, Silver was always meant to be there, and that's why it's ruining the future.
But it's not like I'd hesitate anyway. I can handle whatever, whenever.
But
Still irresponsible.
It's not always some kind of crisis every time you come back, right?
Let's just say you guys lead very interesting lives.
if the portals send you back, how do you get home?
When everything's over, the portal appears again. I can hang out in the current time period if I want, but it'll just keep popping up.
So if you just walk away from it, it closes, and then like a few hours later, it just pops back up. That must be so inconvenient. Also, what's stopping somebody from just walking through with you and then ruining the past that way? Or is it one of those portals that have very specific entries? Like, no, you're not allowed to come through unless you are Silver the fucking Hedgehog.
Can't fight fate, I guess.
So, are you here to stop the end of the world, or are we already in the after-party phase?
Honestly, I'm still waiting for the crisis to arise. Usually doesn't take this long, but it's...
Okay, so you usually show up right before a crisis occurs, and then you help deal with the issues. Like, how is everybody not on edge every time Silver shows up if something hasn't happened, if that's the case? Because if he's literally saying, oh yeah, every time I show up, something bad and inevitably ends up happening after like a few weeks or so, or however much time it takes, I'm surprised everybody's not just constantly on edge.
It's really nice to hang out with you until the apocalypse.
Yeah.
Agreed.
On that side, that is an alarming number of ways to do something as dangerous as time travel.
And likely why our memories might not always match with history. I try not to worry about it, though.
Oh yeah, just put that shit in the vault. It'll be fine. You guys are fucking idiots. I'm sorry. They're so dumb. Hey, I know there's a bunch of things that can just fuck with time space, but eh.
This time period has enough trouble
Hey, sage representation. Fuck yeah.
as it is.
What a lovely family. Where's Orbot and Cubot? Like, I get they're the least threat. Like, they're the least amount of threat in Eggman's family, but come on. It'd be cute if she was holding Orbot and he was holding Cubot or some shit. Or he was holding Cubot in his other hand, she was holding, Orbot. Also, way to Ore Farm back there. We see you, Sage.
Well,
Welcome back.
I know a way we can prepare for the future.
Don't tell me you found another way to time travel.
Kind
Yes.
We can do a reading on my fortune cards and see what the future might hold.
Fascinating.
Fortune cards? You mean tarot cards, right? Because fortune is a tarot card.
Show me more.
Sure. Follow me.
Oh, well, I guess we're done then. Or should I say, we're all out of time? Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you next episode. The word time is starting to lose all meaning.
Time in your fucking timeline loses all meaning, Tails. So yeah, that was that. They got a few things kinda wrong, but it's fine. Like, I didn't expect them to get every single thing right, because duh, but there's a few problems I have, one of which is just the fact that Silver seems to just travel through time recklessly, which is kind of annoying. The fact that they tried to claim that the only ways to time travel are with the fucking time stones, and it's like, and they never mentioned the fact that you can use the Chaos Emeralds. Like, I get Solaris doesn't exist, so 06 didn't happen, so they probably don't know you can do that. But it would have been nice if they just, like, tossed something in, like, saying, like, I wonder if you can use the Chaos Controls, or I wonder if you can use the Chaos Emeralds to time travel. You know, something like that, to where it's, like, a reference. That would have been nice, especially considering the whole thing is based on time. Other than that, though, it was alright. It was nice to see the characters. Silver's voice, I don't think I'll ever get used to, because I don't think I've heard him talk really that long. And it never clicked in my head that was fucking goddamn Kirito. I can't remember what the voice actor's name is. I'm actually gonna look it up real quick, because I feel like that's rude to just kind of ignore what the voice actor's name is. Bryce Pembroke. But yeah, no, I enjoyed it. It was really fun little episode of the Tales Show, whatever the fuck it's called. But yeah. Anyway, I'll leave it there. You guys have a good day, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Goodbye. Deuces.